have we have Shannon Elizabeth, Monica Keena, and Edward Furlong in this movie. Monica Keena was in Freddy vs. Jason, Edward Furlong is from Terminator 2 and Detroit Rock City, and Shannon Elizabeth from American Pie. All movies I grew up with. Saying that sentence, that coming out of my mouth. Great influences to have growing up. Thanks, Mom and Dad. Hey there, creepy peeps, and welcome to another movie review. We have another remake versus original today in our 31 Days of Horror marathon. Right, I don't know why I forgot what movie I was talking about. Today we're going to be talking about Night of the Demons, the 1988 Kevin Tenney version versus its 2009 remake directed by Adam Gierashk. No idea. Hold on. World stop. I have a hair on my arm. Long hair problems. Okay. So, Night of the Demons, both films involve a group of teenagers or young adult types attending a party in a haunted type building. In the remake, it's a notoriously haunted building with a dark past. In the original, it's an old funeral home. But they attend a party there on Halloween night, and then demons start to possess the kids one by one. So yeah, that's the premise for both of the movies. So let's get right into what I liked about both of these films. As far as the original is concerned, it is so 80s. When I was watching just the intro of this movie, which was really long, by the way, I don't talk about this a lot, but when movies have a super duper long intro with like nothing happening, it's just like the credits, I hate that. This one was actually okay because it was like all cartoonified. It reminded me of like Scooby-Doo, and it was just playing like this like synthy thumping bassline 80s song, and it was great. As I was watching the intro, I was just like, man, I really love 80s horror movies. I really do. That is definitely my favorite decade for horror, I think. Have all the slasher movies, and it's just great. It makes for a great soundtrack. It really does. So the intro was awesome, and it was really entertaining. Like, it was, I mean, being an older movie, it's kind of silly, some of the things, and the acting was not that great, but it was funny to me. It wasn't as, it didn't feel just bad, it felt funny bad, you know what I mean? I don't know why I get that type of feeling for certain films and other films I don't. As far as the remake goes, there was a lot more backstory to the demons in the remake. I really enjoyed that. In the original, you get like the most backstory you get is the house is possessed, not haunted, and they explain the difference between that, and that's it. You don't know why the demons are there, what they want, you know, you don't understand why they don't make it past Halloween. You don't get any of that, and the remake excelled at that point. It gave you more backstory to the house and why the demons were attacking, why they wouldn't make it past Halloween. It was, you know, it just, you know, to me it's more fun if I understand why the demons are after these people, you know what I mean? As far as what I didn't like about the two films, in the original, there wasn't a lot of the scenes didn't really move the plot forward. There was a lot of unnecessary scenes. I mean, it being an 80s movie, there's a lot of nudity, just like there was in the remake. Like, don't get me wrong, there's nudity and sex all over that movie as well, but there was just way more scenes that didn't move the plot forward compared to the remake. The remake had its fair share of those scenes as well. Just in the original, there was way more of them. And they lasted forever too. So it's just like, by the time the scene was finally over, you're like, okay, but that really didn't, that didn't contribute anything. So As far as the remake goes, a lot of stuff was contrived. Like, unfortunately, where we get a lot of the backstory, or where the main character Maddie fills in the backstory, is kind of contrived. They just, like, they find a room with like symbols on the wall, like protective symbols that help them stay protected against the demons, and there's like writing too, so I'm guessing she's reading that, but there's no way everything that she says is written on those walls. It's not like they spelled it out for her, like, okay, in case you're in this situation, here's what you need to know. Like, it was just, a lot of stuff was contrived like that, like she just pulled it out of her ass or something. So they did a good job giving backstory on the demons. They should have just added in like one scene or something where they found that information somewhere or something like that. So overall, I had a really good time watching both of these movies. They were gory and creepy, and they're both Halloween themed, so it was perfect for this time of month. Like, both of these films definitely made it onto my list of movies to watch, you know, horror movies to watch around Halloween time. There's no shortage of Halloween themed horror movies, but these ones were really entertaining. And I found it and I'm finding it really difficult now to pick which one I liked better. The original, I think, balanced the silliness and the creepiness well, and the practical the practical effects were decent for the time. Like, they were not bad at all. Like, I think they held up pretty well. But the remake hits kind of like a nostalgia point for me, because we have Shannon Elizabeth, Monica Keena, and Edward Furlong in this movie. Monica Keena was in Freddy vs. Jason, Edward Furlong's from Terminator 2 and Detroit Rock City, and Shannon Elizabeth from American Pie. All movies I grew up with. Saying that sentence, that coming out of my mouth. So it was really hard to pick. But if I really had to choose one, I think I'm gonna go with the original. I know. The remake was really entertaining. It had a really good soundtrack. But I just think the original, I think the type of story that it is, like, I think it fits more with like the 80s vibe, you know what I mean? I think it just has more of that feel. So I'm gonna go with the original if I had to watch one. I watched this on Amazon Video. I don't know if it's anywhere else currently. And the remake, I don't know if the remake is anywhere. I have the DVD, actually. I got it in a horror pack. And I had seen like one scene of it before on Sci-Fi, I think, but I'm not sure if the remake is anywhere else online, but I'm sure you can find it somewhere. So yeah, if you've seen Night of the Demons, either or both, let me know in the comment section down below what you thought about them, and let me know which one you would pick out of the two. And until tomorrow, stay strange. Bye. Alright guys, be sure to follow me on all my social media over here if you want. You can just search Nightmare Maven on most social media places and you'll find me, not just the 4 included. If you want to, you know, if you want to be friends. This is so awkward. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'll shut up now. You can also subscribe by clicking right down here, which I think I ruined any chances of that.